This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. As always, we are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with Anthony Ray. We want to thank our producer Mark Winter and Pet Life Radio for giving us the opportunity, and as always, we want to thank you guys for listening to us. In this episode, with our nail clip videos on YouTube being our more popular videos, we're getting so many comments and suggestions. So we figured, why not talk about it? So this episode is going to be dedicated to our nail clip videos. We have all of that and our funny comment segment coming up on this episode of Groomer Humor.
Pets are part of the family. Make sure you can always afford the quality health care they need with Easy Pet Check, a nationwide pet insurance alternative. With Easy Pet Check, you'll save up to 75% on all your pet's health care at any licensed veterinarian in the U.S. Easy Pet Check accepts all dogs and cats regardless of pre-existing conditions. Visit EasyPetCheck.com. That's the letters EasyPetCheck.com. Taking care of your pet can be easy with Easy Pet Check.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor. Once again, we are your hosts. I'm Rudy V, along with my Bambino, my son, Anthony Ray, on the other mic. And guys, like we said in the intro, we're going to be talking about our nail clip videos. So this show is going to be dedicated to talking about more or less the comments that we're getting on the videos, but you're also going to learn something about nail clipping as well in this episode. So, where do we begin? Because this is a tough one for us because our nail clip videos right now are averaging about 500,000 views. So they're just so popular and we're getting all these comments and suggestions, but I don't know where to go with it because,
Well, we begin with when you're giving suggestions or telling somebody what they're doing wrong during a nail clip, we begin with it's a lot easier to give critiques when you're not the one with the clippers in your hand. The time that some people think is there to make these 45-degree angle decisions and that kind of stuff. That time doesn't exist. You don't have time to worry about what angle you're doing it at, or get a flashlight and look for the vein, that kind of stuff. So we begin there with the critiques. Yes, when it's a suggestion, that's fine. But some people are very quick to critique and tell you that you're doing it wrong, or I would have done it this way. And it's no, you wouldn't have, because you would have had a different dog on the table and you have no idea how your dog is going to move or buck forward. And now you're taking the whole nail off, So nail clips shouldn't be as critiqued as they are, I would say. When you're watching a professional anyway.
That's me.
That's you.
But no, it's true though, because here's the thing, guys. First of all, it's a video and you can't really see what we're actually doing by the video. You actually have to be there in person to see what's going on. And we always say in every one of our nail clip videos that all dogs are different. We can't stress that enough. All dogs are different. The veins sometimes run further in the nail on certain dogs. Some veins are way back in the nail shaft, so you don't have to worry about hitting the vein as easily. Some dogs are just solid vein, and you can only just kind of tip the nail. But with the comments that we're getting on this, a lot of times the comments are coming from people that aren't even groomers.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's like watching open heart surgery and going, you know what? This guy, he's not working on the left ventricle very well on that. I'd have done it a little differently. You know what I'm saying? Dude, look at the angle he's holding his sutures at. Guys, come on. We do this every day. We clip nails every single day. We know what we're doing. So here's the thing. With nails and dogs varying, the angles vary as well. Sometimes that vein is resting real low on the nail shaft. Other times it's real high. So your angles are always going to be different. So again, it's the individual dog. And don't get us wrong, though, because we're actually getting nicer comments than not so nice. We get mostly positive comments, but the ones that are negative comments or suggestive comments are really, they're upsetting because they're just not true. And you really don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And, the thing is people read comments too. So you got to be careful sometimes what you put in the comment section because you don't want to give bad advice by mistake. Even if you're trying to help somebody, you got to be careful. You give bad advice and then somebody listens to you instead of the person in the video who knows what they're talking about. The third party who's just reading the comments and doesn't really know who's right, who's wrong, might take the wrong advice and do it how you did it and now cut their dog's nail at a 45-degree angle when actually that angle is going to cut right into the vein of their dog. And, now they took the wrong advice and hurt their dog, Exactly. So you just got to be careful. That happened in our, we did an ear cleaning video and somebody mentioned the L-shaped ear canal. And she was a very nice lady, though, because you explained to her, listen, that's not correct. Not in so many words anyway. There's more to it than that. And she actually apologized and said she didn't know that and thanked you for correcting her. And it's like, yeah, because if somebody had come along and read that comment, that, more people are going to think, yeah, you can't puncture a dog's eardrum. And that's not true. So,
yeah,
you may have saved a couple of eardrums there.
Yeah. And you know what? We go into great detail. We have about 4 or 5 nail clip videos up already. So we go into great detail in trying to explain it all. But one of our videos, if you're really wondering, we did a video, what was it called? 3 dog nail types.
Yeah.
Or 3 types of dog nails.
Something like that. I don't remember.
Something like that. I don't know. Where we're explaining the different types of dog nails. So again, it depends on the type of nail you're clipping and also your ability to clip the nail. I've seen seasoned dog groomers just not do good nail clips because, they're scared. I'm scared. It's jarring. You know what I mean? It's especially like you said, when the dog's bucking and you have to worry about cutting the whole nail off. So here you are, and we're filming it no less. So here we are doing something that's just very dangerous, to say the least. And, you got somebody saying your angle's wrong, or I could do better than that. Well, I'll go then do it. I don't know.
That's the whole thing with nails. That's why it's a hard topic to debate with somebody. Because of the randomness of it. There are so many different breeds and types of nails and different situations. There's just too much randomness to it. You don't know how the dog's going to be.
And dogs hate it.
Yeah. And as well as I do, sometimes you think you're in the clear because the dog was super, super still on the back paws. And then you get to the front and the dog's trying to bite your nose off.
Right, exactly.
Well, wow, what happened to you? Why? What? You were fine a minute ago and, now I got no nostril.
Yeah, dogs hate it almost as much as Anthony hates showering.
And that's a lot.
Exactly, yeah. If you were need a comparison.
I'm just owning it now. I don't care. It's done.
And that's a lot. And that's a lot.
Yeah, I just own the persona now.
Yeah, no, it's true. Dogs hate it. And what you're saying is true, Ant, because here's the thing. We can do a dog and we'll get through the whole grooming and they just hate the nails being clipped. Sometimes you can't even complete the grooming because the dogs are just jumping out of their skin. And the second they know that they're getting their nails clipped, let alone, hitting the vein. And we always say this too. 9 out of 10 times, dogs really hate it because it was attempted at home or attempted by, inexperienced groomer or vet who hit the vein severely. And now the dog hates it. So again, is this the same person leaving the comment? You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So nail clips, in our opinion, should be left to professionals. Unless you're confident at home that you can do it and you're very careful, then by all means do it. And you have a dog that's willing to, let you do it. But in our opinion, nail clips should be, left to professional dog groomers, veterinarians, and nothing against veterinarians. Vets are great, but believe it or not, dog groomers clip nails a lot better than vets do because we just do it more often.
Yeah, you do it every day. This is a quick tip to any groomers out there, especially maybe the groomers that are just starting out. Pay very close attention when you're prepping a dog and bathing a dog to how they act when you are dealing with their feet, like for the prep when you're clearing out the pads, and in the tub when you are soaping up the feet and scrubbing their feet. If they're pulling away a lot, that's a decent indication that you may want to be very careful when you're doing their nails, because they're letting you know throughout the day before you even get to it that they don't like their feet being touched. Just quick little tidbit.
Yeah, that's a good tidbit. Another tidbit is, look at the nail when the dog comes in. If the dog comes in and the nails just are excessively long and look like they haven't been done in a really, really long time, chances are there's a reason why. People just seem to neglect it, or they don't want to deal with it, which, again, it's a tough situation if you own a dog, especially like a big dog. Let's say you own a Rottweiler that just doesn't want his nails done. Man, you are in for a challenge, because Rottweilers, if they don't want it done, it's just not getting done.
That'll be as good as a WWE match right there. It's gonna be hard hitting.
Yeah, I don't know where you went with that.
Wrestling match.
Wrestling. You should have went with MMA, WWE.
MMA. Well, that might give people the wrong idea. I don't want people thinking that we're throat chopping dogs.
No, as far as the battle is concerned, no, the dog's throat chopping us. We'd be on the receiving end of that if it was a Roddy that didn't want his nails clipped.
Well, the Roddy can body slam us.
Yeah, get with the program, man.
Suplex.
Yeah. It's a very serious topic.
Leave me alone. It was fine. Around. That was fine.
Yeah.
MMA.
WWE.
It's less scary than MMA.
Okay, man. I don't know. It's just okay.
Oh, I can't wait to go home already.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait.
We're 7 minutes in.
Can't know what I love? I love days off from you. I love you to death. Too. I really do. I love you with all my heart. But man, when we have days off from one another, I love that. That's I look forward to that.
Me too. I want to play Fall Guys. I want to go home and play Fall Guys.
Yeah. I want to watch WWE when I get home. Because
continue on with your spiel.
Let's continue because Anthony's just being dumb here. So let's continue. serious topic. Again, the comments that we're getting are mostly good, though. And guys, we really, really appreciate everybody that, says positive things. And, thank you for noticing that, we're actually helping this dog out that has the curled nails, that can't walk anymore. You know what I mean? Thank you for saying, you really, really helped that dog who wasn't able to walk for the past, 3 months, 4 months, a year. And simply by clipping the nails, the dog can actually walk again. And, thank you for saying that. We really, really appreciate all of the good comments. And again, most of the comments are really, really good. But guys, if you're not here, it's hard to tell from the videos. And the way Anthony shoots, too. If he's good at anything, Anthony's good at filming things.
Yeah, just not analogies, apparently.
Yeah, not analogies. But when it comes down to filming, you're excellent. Because our videos really, with the close-up shots that we do, really go into maybe a little bit more detail than some other videos out there. But not to say that there's not some other great videos out there. There are. But your close-up shots are really, really good. So we're really kind of showing you, especially in, how to clip black nail videos.
Yeah.
We're showing you exactly how to tell where the vein is. And this is something that they teach you in grooming school. This is what I was taught in dog grooming school, how to tell where the vein is. The flashlight thing, that's great and everything else. But again, it's only going to work with certain dogs. And if you're a professional dog groomer, you kind of don't really need the flashlight. So, yeah, I can't wait to get to the funny comment segment of this because it has to do with everything we're talking about. We really like this comment that we're going to talk about a little later. But yeah, so guys, let's reiterate what you said earlier too, Ann. We don't want anybody to get the wrong idea and have it become dangerous because somebody is suggesting that, we clip the nails a different way. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a dog groomer out there going, hey, this guy sucks at clipping nails. I don't know. Maybe I suck at clipping nails. Do I? I don't know.
No. Sometimes dog groomers are inherently competitive. So I'm sure there's plenty of groomers out there that say, oh, I disagree with that or I disagree with this. You can do it your own way. I just know personally watching you do it, when I do it, I don't feel comfortable while I'm trying to not stress a dog out and trying to get what I know they hate done as quickly and comfortably as possible. Personally, I don't feel like figuring out my angle or grabbing a flashlight when I know where the vein is on a dog that I've done before, because you know how when it grows with black nails, when it grows back, you can kind of see. It's weird. You got to look closely, but you could sort of see because it's a different color black. Because it's newer nail that has grown out since then. And you could almost see the line where you cut last time. So that's sort of a good indicator. Like I said, it's so different every time. You know, if I'm clipping a standard poodle's nails and they're huge daggers and they're all black and you can't see the vein, why am I going to tell somebody who's got a dog who has the all-encompassing nail where the whole nail is vein? I'm not going to tell them how I'm doing the standard poodle's nails. It's a different process. You have to cut differently, and you don't have time to figure stuff out. You got to get it done. Yeah. You know, and you got to get it done safely. So I do understand the angle thing. There are, but
there's always an angle. There's always an angle to be used. But again, with all dogs being different, you have to use, a different angle. So again, the dogs that you're seeing on the video, we're always using the right angle because there's only one way to really do it, which is the correct way. You have to be careful and you have to know what you're doing. Clipping nails is probably one of the more difficult things that dog groomers have to face every day. And, people say, oh, does it hurt? Yeah, it hurts. It clip your nail back too far, like way too far. Tell me how it feels. It's very, very uncomfortable. Does it hurt? Yes. We know it hurts because of how the dogs react to it, and you can hit a vein slightly and it won't hurt so much, or you can hit a vein severely and it will hurt that dog a lot, And so you have to be careful. You do not want to hit the vein. You want to try to, sometimes it's better just to try to clip the nail not so far back and then grind it the rest of the way with the grinder, because, doing it with the grinder will just take off, will shave the nail as opposed to cutting into the vein. But some dogs hate the grinder too,
Yeah, some dogs love it.
Yeah.
It depends. Yeah, sometimes you have no choice but to, and I've seen you do this a lot. Sometimes a dog is fighting you in every position that you need the most, and you have no choice but to kneel on the floor and have the paw kind of like straight out as if he's giving you paw for a treat. And you got to cut at that angle. Yeah. And now the nail is going to come to more of a point on top of the nail. So now you got to kind of like get the grinder out and hope the dog is going to, sort of balance it out like you just said. Yeah. There's so many elements.
Either that, or sometimes I'll take the front paw and pull it underneath the chest area and do it from underneath, which again is just positioning. I'm always trying to achieve the right angle to clip the nail. Sometimes dogs are so upset over it that you do what you can. Anything is better than what it was. You know what I'm saying? So even if we're not clipping right up to the vein, if we can get a dog whose nails haven't been done for a very long time, just to cut something off to make the dog feel more comfortable, that's the thing to do, and just get the job done, like you said.
Yeah, so I think that's the ultimate goal. I don't think it's worth overthinking when you're cutting nails. Don't worry, you got to get it done safely. Don't hurt the dog. That's really, don't worry about 45 degrees. Just get the nail cut without hurting the dog.
Yeah, and that's the whole purpose of this episode. So we're just talking nail clip. I guess that, what else could we say? But why don't we do this? We'll go to break. When we come back, we'll go over our funny comment segment when we come back on Groomer Humor.
So, Dad, I got a question for you.
What's that, Ant?
What was your reaction when you heard that Ben & Jerry's was branching out into doggy desserts?
And when I found out that Ben & Jerry's was now for dogs, I ran to the freezer and pulled out a pint of Peanut Butter World. I ate it so fast I gave myself a brain freeze.
I had a very similar reaction, actually, except I went with the Cherry Garcia.
Oh, I love that flavor. Yeah, that's the classic flavor, the Cherry Garcia. Yeah. Guys, with so many clients walking through our door looking for a good, tasty treat for their dogs, we were so glad to let them know that Ben & Jerry's had a a treat for them.
Yeah, there's a lot of treats out there that have tried to jump on the doggy train and rely on gimmicks and quick sales, and Ben & Jerry's has really put a lot of focus on quality ingredients and some great flavors. That's, I think, finally going to allow your dog to feel what we feel when eating Ben & Jerry's.
Absolutely. In fact, guys, we chose 10 of our customers here at the grooming shop and gave them samples of both the rosy flavored and the paunch flavored to see which flavor their dogs would prefer.
Yeah. And of course, expectedly, the results were quite decisive when all 10 of them said their dogs quickly consumed both.
Absolutely. And, you know, one of my favorite memories of eating Ben & Jerry's was devouring multiple pints of cookie dough while binge watching Breaking Bad. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do, actually. You want to know what one of mine was? My fondest memory was eating a couple pints of the old Chunky Monkey for no reason at all. Just because it's delicious, and it was because it was called Chunky Monkey. Who doesn't want to know what that tastes like? So, one thing's for sure, there's going to be a lot of happy dogs out there. So, what we want you guys to do is check out both doggy flavors at benjerry.com. That's BenJerry.com. You could also check out all the K9ers at the Ben Jerry's Vermont office at benjerry.com. Again, that's BenJerry.com.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back to Groomer Humor on Pet Life Radio. We are your hosts, as always. I'm Anthony Ray, hanging out with my dad, Rudy V, and I'm better at analogies than him. Anyway, we're talking about clipping nails today.
Yeah. And WWE.
Yeah. Well, hey, I like WWE.
Yeah, because that fits in perfectly with this segment.
Oh, you know our show. We're off the rails 9 times out of 10 anyway.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Clipping dog nails is just like WWE wrestling.
That's not what I
It's
said.
Exactly the same. So if you want to know what it's like to clip your dog's nails, just watch WWE. It's exactly like that.
No, that's not what I said, damn it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
Turn on some WWE.
Yeah.
And,
That's what it is,
and
man.
now you will know what it's like to be a dog groomer.
That's all you need.
It's
no
all you
grooming
need.
school,
No.
no YouTube channels. Just watch WWE.
WWE, man, sums it right up.
It sums it right up. Because what's the first thing you think of when somebody says WWE? Oh, the dog grooming show?
Dog grooming, nail clipping,
dog
nail clipping.
nail clipping.
All
Dog
the
grooming.
time. All the time. Every time. I don't know why they haven't, incorporated more dog nail clipping while doing the wrestling matches.
Right.
It
They
just
say those
seems
for commercials.
Yeah, it seems to fit so perfectly. So,
Whatever.
Anyway, let's get on to this funny segment.
I'm a professional.
I don't know if we should continue to call it funny segment or the segment that pisses me off. What should we call it?
Well, that's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they're funny. Sometimes they're like,
Right.
you.
Well, this one has to do with the nail clip videos that we're doing. So this guy says, my dog himself could clip his own nails better than you can.
A jerk.
Hey, listen, maybe your dog could. I don't know. Maybe-
Yeah, I mean, you do hate clipping nails. It's not fun.
I don't like clipping nails. I don't.
You don't like doing it.
No. So yeah, maybe your dog. But these are the kind of comments that we're getting.
Yeah, right.
Your dog can clip his own nails better than I can. Sure, but you know what? Maybe he has a thumb.
Yeah.
Maybe your dog was born with a thumb and he's able to do it.
Yeah, in all honesty, it's not like we know the guy's dog. We don't know. Maybe
Yeah. Some
I've
dogs
seen- go.
Some dogs chew their nails.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen dogs, smart enough to go to the fridge and get a beer and bring it back.
That's your kind of dog.
Yeah, that's my kind of dog right there. My cats don't do that for me, so
Yeah.
maybe I got to get a dog.
Yeah. Hey, Fido, go fetch me a beer, bring it to me, sit down. We're going to watch some WWE.
Yeah, and watch some WWE and learn some grooming.
Some grooming tips.
Tips. Haven't been feeling too good at the grooming shop lately. I got to get some WWE in.
Grab me another beer.
Yeah, grab me another beer, Fido.
Fido. Sometimes the shows are just for us. I think this is one of those shows.
No, I think this is a helpful show.
I hope so.
There might be somebody out there who's putting off trying to do nails on their own dog because they get too freaked out by all the kind of extra rules that people give them, the angle thing and get the flashlight. Maybe we helped somebody.
I hope so.
And if we didn't, I'm sure Vince McMahon can.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Exactly.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Yeah. Triple H is here for you.
Or the British Bulldog. There you go. No pun intended.
No, he's dead. Oh, my Lord. I think Brutus the Barber Beefcake is still alive, though.
Okay, that's
he could help. He could help.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, thanks so much for stopping by, guys, I think. As always, we'd like to thank our producer, Mark Winter. Thank you so much, Mark. If you haven't already, head on over to our YouTube channel. It's called Grooming by Rudy. That's Grooming by Rudy on YouTube.com. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. We want to hear from all you guys. You could also like Grooming by Rudy on Facebook, follow Grooming by Rudy on Instagram and Twitter. It has been an absolute pleasure, as always. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your pets.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.